Okay, so this is about finding the area of a triangle. This time we're going to be using law of cosines to find that included angle. So if you remember, law of cosines, these are our formulas. And in order to find the area, you have to have a side, and then the included angle between them. Doesn't matter which two sides, so this side, and included angle. But you need to have that SAS going on. So the side angle side. So let's look and see what we're given. Well, here we're given all three sides, and so we just need one included angle. You pick, it doesn't matter. How about we do B? Sounds good to me. So that means we would use B squared equals, and then remember it's A squared plus C squared minus 2AC, and then our final sandwich of cosine capital B. And we're finding angle B here for this, okay? So 6.3 squared equals, and then A is 4.8 squared. 4.8, 7.5, cosine B. And so if you remember, we are going to just multiply this, add these together. So square, square, add them together. So let's see what we get. So 6.3 squared is 39.69. And then we take the 4.8 squared and add it to the 7.5 squared, which gives us 83.88. And then we multiply the 2, the 4.8, and the 7.5 together to give us 72, and then cosine B. And then now it's just subtract, divide. So minus 83.88. So that gives us negative 44.19. And the other side is negative 72, cosine B. And then we divide by negative 72, cosine B. So that's 0.61. And so then B would just be the inverse cosine of 0.61. And that gives us 52.1 degrees. So now we have our included angle, so we can use that with our other sides. So let's mark it on here. This was angle B, which is 52.1, which means we will be using C of 7.5 and A of 4.8 in our formula. So that's part 2 now. Let me shrink this a bit. So I went a little large. Okay. So our area here is 1/2 AC sine B, because we have angle B. So it's the same idea when we're doing before. If you had A, you would be using BC. If you had B, you'd be using AC, and C is AB. It's very nice and patterned. So area equals 1/2, 4.8, 7.5, and then sine of 52.1. Plugging that in your calculator. So our area here is 142, and we're going to leave it there. So 142, and it's yards, so yards squared. All right, let's try another. So on this one, you can see we're given degrees, and so we have C is 31, B is 57, A is 7.3, and this is just a random one. And so we need a matching side. And so you have C here, you have A, and you have B. So since A is given, we need angle A. And remember, this is just 180 degrees. So 180 take away 57, take away 31 would give us angle A. And so that's 92 degrees. So completely nowhere near what it's supposed to look like. That's definitely not 31 and 92, but it doesn't matter. Again, it's just about sides and included angles. So we already have A, which means we can use C or B. If we have A and B, we can use these three together. If we have A and C, we can use these three. We're looking for that again, SAS, side, angle, side. So let's just try and find C. How's that find? So we have C is 31. So we're going to do sine of C over C is equal to, and we're given A and A, so that's the one we have to use. So sine of A over A. So sine of C, that's sine of 31 degrees over C. And then sine of A is sine of 92 over its opposite side of 7.3. And so now we can just cross multiply and find C. So we get 7.3 sine of 31 equals C sine of 92. So C equals 7.3 sine of 31, or sine of 92. And so C equals 3 point, we'll just do 3.8 meters. So we now know that C is 3.8 meters. And again, always make sure these make sense. So since A is the biggest side, right, and C is the smallest, it should be smaller. See, 92 big, 31 small. So now we have our 3 that we need. We have our side, and our included angle. And so we're just going to use those 3. So area equals 1/2, right? And it's AC sine of B. That's the one we're using. So 1/2, 7.3. And then C we found to be 3.8. And then sine of 57. So again, there was options. We could have done B as well. You could even go back now and find B and use these 3. But you just need to have a SAS. All right, plug that in your calculator. And so the area equals 10.1 square meters. And there you have it. So there's using law of sines to find the missing side. And there's using law of cosines to find the missing angle. And that way we can find the areas. Thank you.